I need from you right now is the fact that you didn't want to kill this guy.
Lawyer.
They locked me in the room. Oh no.
You're willing to drag two mothers down with you, and your answer is lawyer. You're not listening. Martisha, you're not listening.
Meet Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Doug Heath and Martesha Johnson, a killer duo responsible for a brutal murder plot. Together, these two share a single brain cell, as they are completely unaware that they were caught on camera.
You say you have pictures. Show me a picture of me.
I mean, like that. And I'm telling you, that vehicle captured on surveillance footage looks very similar to your truck.
And as they embarrass themselves, detectives will soon discover a horrific murder triangle and a case of mistaken identity, one that goes much deeper than they ever expected.
You're going completely scorched earth.
I can't make you believe me.
You can't make me believe you because it's not true. The only thing I would ask of you is are you ready to go down, or do you want to drag everybody down with you?
44-year-old Tyrone Blocker should have been in for an evening of relaxation and fun on May 17, 2021. A dedicated father of 4 and hardworking respiratory therapist, he was going to have a much-needed night with his friends at a cookout in rural Brooker, Florida. His friend Derek was hosting. Unfortunately for everyone there, he wasn't just facilitating a barbecue, he was facilitating an affair with the wrong woman. And in the midst of the cookout, it came to a head. Shots rang out, dropping everyone at the cookout to the ground. When they dared to look up, they discovered Tyrone in the grass, bleeding out from a single gunshot wound. Tyrone, who was known to be nothing but kind and giving, didn't have a single enemy. It was clear immediately that he wasn't the target of the shooting. The target was Derek, and the wannabe failed assassin was this man, Doug Heath. Now, Doug is the father of and long-term partner of a woman named Jasmine Webb, a woman who, in a rough patch with Doug, began to date Derek. Doug didn't take kindly to that, which is ironic, considering the fact that Doug had brought a third into his and Jasmine's relationship, a woman named Martesha. Confusing? Absolutely. But when you see how these people behave, the mess of their relationships makes a lot of sense. The following footage was provided to us by the Alachua County Sheriff's Office.
So, let me just be very forward with you. Do you know why you're here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something went on after I had an argument with somebody.
Okay.
So,
Okay, and that's kind of, what we want to talk about when we get your side of the story, but I want to know a little bit more about you first. It's my understanding you were running with Jasmine Miller, or Jasmine Webb, sorry. That's wrong.
I wasn't running. I got word.
Not running, I mean you were picked up around in her proximity, let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I heard people was looking to kill me.
Okay.
And my mother and my kids, so I protected them and love. What I'm supposed to do, stay.
Okay.
I heard people looking for me in Tampa, Reddick, all over Marion County, so
Good Lord.
I had to go where my family would be okay.
Right, I got you, and I can definitely appreciate that. You said you got a few kids, right? All that stuff, so you are a family man. I imagine how unsettling that must be to know that there's potentially somebody making threats on your life and worried about what they might do to get after you. Well, because of the nature of our discussion, the fact that Jasmine was picked up and all that stuff, I don't think you got any significant history that I know of. You're not a convicted felon, anything like that. Which I want you to know, I'm going to read you your rights. It doesn't mean you're under arrest, anything like that. I just want you to be equipped with that before we go forward, because we might talk about some stuff that may, talk about crimes committed and people that were committed against and things like that. Okay?
After he's done gassing him up, the detective reads Doug his rights. Now, Doug wasn't a convicted felon at the time of this interrogation, but boy was he close. His list of misdemeanors is the length of a CVS receipt, including at least 2 charges of domestic battery and a charge in 2013 related to possession of just about every substance under the sun. Substances which, based on the behavior you're about to see, seem to have already done their damage.
First off, appreciate you coming down. I understand today was probably a bit of a whirlwind for you.
I told them yesterday. Well, I told my mom yesterday when y'all came to my house, give me a call and I would come see y'all. They had to come through all that.
Right. Well,
but yeah, it was crazy.
A lot of moving parts. Not every. Sometimes it's the government and not everybody's on the same page. Miscommunication and stuff. But on the same token, You could have reached out to us if you knew we were looking for you. Maybe we could.
I didn't know y'all was looking for me. I've been watching the news.
Oh, okay.
I
Gotcha.
don't know you were looking for me.
Right, but showing up at your house, you knew something. You knew something was going on.
You haven't been to my house.
Maybe
From what I understand, you haven't been to my house yet.
Okay, but didn't you say somebody had shown up?
No, people told me.
Oh, people
were
told
looking
you.
for me. No, from
I got
my
you.
understanding, me talking to my mom, the police has not been to my house.
Gotcha.
So I don't know you're looking for me. If you
Fair enough.
have reached out to somebody.
Fair enough. That I misunderstood what you said. I apologize. And so with Jasmine, like, who is Jasmine to you?
It's my kid's mother.
Okay. Would you classify your relationship currently as ongoing or on the outs? What I mean,
We're ongoing.
okay. Because I mean, I know sometimes you have kids with someone, things change, things are off and on again. But I mean, that's. Would you call her a girlfriend? What would you call her?
Girlfriend.
I mean, not to throw labels on it, but okay.
Yeah.
So girlfriend,
If you want to call it.
mother of your children, all that stuff.
However you want to call it.
And how long have you all been together?
14, 15 years.
Okay. And so tell me about what you were feeling today when you saw her get picked up. Right?
Like, we already heard about it. Heard about it that day.
Mm-hmm.
Like I told everybody about it.
Right.
Because I wasn't there. But, I don't know. Like, it's crazy. Like I told him. Like I told him at the thing. Like I just told y'all, I can't tell myself in no pressure.
Right.
I can't do nothing.
Okay. Well, then why? I guess maybe this. Tell me what you've heard and why is your name or her name and all that stuff coming up? What's the explanation for that?
I got an argument with this guy over the phone.
Okay.
The night before, the day of. I've got plenty of arguments with this guy.
Okay. And who's this guy?
I don't know his name is Smoke.
Okay. That's his nickname?
I
Assuming
don't know
not his.
name. I don't
Right.
know.
Okay, so you know him by Smoke. Got
I've
it.
seen it on Facebook. I seen him call him Derek. I don't know his full name.
Okay.
I had an argument with him about him keep calling her and bothering her. He said it was her. I told him, listen, just stop. Oh, this, that. Listen, dog, I didn't call you for that.
Okay, so let me get straight before you get too far. So he reaches out, like he's.
No, let me rephrase. I guess she texted him or whatever. It has been some ongoing stuff, so I called him kind of asked him to stop.
Okay.
No, I got mad. I texted him. This is my phone number. This is my address. If you want to talk to me, you
Come see me.
to. Yes.
Okay.
The next day he called her phone. I called him back. I was like, listen, I gave you my number. If you want to chop it over me, chop it over me.
Right, but don't keep going back to that, right?
Me and him get in an argument. He say this, I say this. He keeps calling me, and I pretty much just got quiet and let him talk.
Mm-hmm. Seems awful disrespectful on his part.
Yeah, I mean, but I just left it alone because it wasn't the first time we got in an argument.
Right.
We got an argument a couple months before he talked about my kids. I mean, it's just an argument.
So what's this guy's deal? Like, why?
Well, him and Jasmine used to be a thing. We had broke up for a couple months. I guess they was a thing.
And he just wouldn't let it go?
I guess. I don't know. I was caught in the middle. I don't know. I mean, like I say, we've been in plan.
What about her and her role in it? I mean, was she, I don't want to say fan of the flames, but was she doing anything to discourage it?
I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her part.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know. So I can't tell you that. Like, I just know when I look at her phone, I see his number, and I'll call him and say, like, hey, what's the beef? What's the problem?
Right.
Last thing I heard, he texted something about not right now, but I'm gonna get you some shit like that. I'm gonna take care of you, some shit like that. I don't know. It was in her phone.
Okay.
It got deleted. I don't know. That's all.
She deleted it out of her phone?
I guess that's the last thing I know.
But you saw it?
No, she told me about it.
She told you about it. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, that seems kind of threatening, though, doesn't it? I mean.
Oh no, it was like it ain't gonna be today, but give me a few some shit. I don't know. You have to ask her.
Okay.
She tell you about it. But other than that.
Now, Jasmine and Doug have had a long relationship. The two began dating nearly 15 years ago, resulting in several children, no ring, and those battery charges you've heard about earlier. Of course, in Doug's eyes, Jasmine belongs to him and him only.
After that, I got word that people were looking for me to hurt me, so I left.
Right. Well, I mean, just as an outsider, kind of like looking in, okay, you got issues with this guy, something happens with him. I mean, it would make sense that you would be on the short list of people that we'd at least want to talk to, right?
No pressure.
Right.
Like I said, I was waiting on y'all to contact me.
Right. Gotcha.
But y'all contact me a whole another way, but
Right.
no big deal.
Let me ask you this. You said when they showed up today, they'd woken you up. Like,
No, they hadn't woken me up.
Are you just got
I just had got out of bed. I was going to get something to eat.
Okay. But you've had plenty of sleep and all that stuff. You're not like, you haven't been like staying up for hours on end because,
No.
I mean, I can only imagine being, I don't want to say scared because scared's not the word I'm looking for, but living like that kind of where you're worried that somebody's coming after you or all the other stuff. I mean, that's got to be pretty unsettling.
Where I was, the people who were looking for me, I heard was not looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
From where I was, my mom and my kids were safe.
Okay. So you took care of your priorities and stuff?
Why would I be worried, scared?
Well,
I didn't do anything.
I mean, it's just, I said I didn't want to say scared. I guess as long as you got your priorities handled, it's one thing. But still, I mean, a little unsettling that people might want to do you harm, right?
I heard people want to do me harm before. I just disappeared for a few days and came back. I mean.
So what have you heard about this incident up there in, as you say, Brooker, that you don't know where that's at?
I know where Brooker is. I don't know where they live at.
Okay. Oh, you know where Brooker is?
I've been through Brooker because
Okay.
my Lake other family lives in Lake Butler.
Okay.
I've been through Brooker.
Okay. Yeah,
But
you
this
blink and
thing-
it's gone. Like there's nothing
Yeah,
to it.
well, the incident happened, and I don't know what I said, but I just heard there was a shooting. Somebody got shot.
Okay.
And when I heard 2 people, 3 people got shot. Then I heard 4 or 5 people got shot. Then I heard this, I heard that. I don't know what's like. It's so much stuff too. Tell me what you know.
Tell me what I know. Well, someone did get shot. Someone did lose their life. Do you know this individual right there? Does that look like Smoke?
Not me.
Okay. That's not Smoke. That's Smoke's good buddy. Well, I say like childhood friend. He was, I guess now, a traveling respiratory therapist, a father of 2 that I know of. I think it was 2. I have to go back and look at 5. Was it 5? Okay, two that, okay, maybe it was 2 that had come forward and all that stuff. So this is a guy he's no longer with us, okay? And he's got family members who are wondering, what happened to him. So we're trying to do the best job we can do,
Figure out what happened.
try to figure out what happened, and try to work through it. So, and what's really puzzling about the whole thing is this guy, much unlike our buddy Smoke, was genuinely regarded by everybody as a very likable, fun-loving guy, didn't have any enemies, was trying to do right, take care of his family, was actually traveling to pick up shifts in different places so he could take care of his 5 kids. 5 kids that are now without their father. Okay, and who's to blame remains in question, but certainly Jasmine's name came up. So I want to ask you about, I know this is the mother of your children, okay? I know you've been with her for over a decade. Sounds like, probably, so you say you were at 35?
I've been with her since she was 18.
Right,
She's
so
32.
you're almost like childhood sweetheart. So I get there's got to be some sort of connection in spite of the fact that when life comes around, she goes her own way for a little bit, whatever, but then you kind of always find each other. So I can certainly appreciate a willingness to like protect her and look out for her.
It's way more than that. Right
What is
in
it?
a second, because it's like none of your business on this name, but her, and me.
Okay,
So like Jasmine, pretty much just came back in the picture.
okay. So there's, what you mean? You got to walk me through this. I'm an old man.
You old man, you heard what I said. Her, Jasmine, me.
Okay. Like all the thing, or hold on.
Yeah.
Let me word this out.
So me and Jasmine is like trying to get back together.
Okay.
Right now.
But something else came along.
No, then came along and it's not just 2.
Okay.
It's 3.
Okay.
So
That's complicated, brother.
So sometimes I don't know where. I don't want to look like I'm shooting you a bird, but sometimes I don't know where 1 or 2 are at.
Gotcha.
So
That's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah, and I got 4 other kids with 2. So you see,
Right,
what
so
I'm
you're
saying?
running
So
around like
I-
crazy. You don't know if you're coming or going. I get it.
Now, the real mystery here isn't what polyamory is. It's how Doug managed to get 2 women to date him in the first place. Starting in January, Doug began to see Martesha. Eventually, that relationship blossomed into all 3. Doug, Martesha, and Jasmine dating one another. So who is Martesha, mystery woman number 2? What kind of allure does she have that made a long-term couple eager to add her into the home?
Have a seat right there. Did you want something to eat? What? What?
Coffee.
You want coffee?
Yeah.
All right, hang tight. Hold on, I'm gonna go put some stuff on my desk and I'll be right back, okay?
Cool.
You don't have no knives or anything on there, is there? Whatever, okay. Just some hand sanitizer. You're not gonna mace me when I come in here?
No.
Okay.
What is this?
I didn't do that.
Chocolate. They locked me in the room. Oh no. Where's the camera? Somewhere. Someone's like trying to tear it down so I can take it off the wall. It's like missing the damn thing in there. That shit don't work. Master lock. Yeah, I'm definitely sitting in the comfy chair. And you guys are getting the hard. Yeah. Yes, you are. I'm stressed now. And I won't get the comfy chair. Yeah. What?
In 3 minutes, Martesha has displayed less restraint than a toddler and requires even more attention than one. That's even crazier when you consider that this is a woman who is raising kids of her own. Not 1, not 2, but 3 children.
What? What are you doing? You cannot, turn the light off. You're going to get me in trouble. And then you took...
Yeah, you sit in a hard chair.
And then you took the comfortable chair. Okay, I'm gonna let this ride for a minute because you've been amazing from the get-go. Okay, you have been really cooperative and very interesting. But interesting in my game is not as important as your level of cooperation. Okay, but with all that being said and all the lighthearted talk and all that stuff, I do want you to understand the gravity of the situation. Okay, I investigate murders. Okay, that is just one of the crimes I investigate in addition to others. Okay, I'm on a squad that investigates murders. When I go talk to people, more often than not, it's because somebody died. Okay, so I know we talked about on the way over here, living your life and doing things, like enjoying your life, not being worried about death. Well, I'm reminded that people die every day. Okay, in this instance, somebody died. Somebody who I don't think, not that I'm going to say who deserves and who doesn't deserve to die, but somebody that, by all accounts, did not deserve to die. Nobody didn't like the guy or anything, had any beef with him or anything. Some guy's dead. You understand that?
I hear you.
You hear what I'm saying? Okay. Now, although, you requested to be transported here in handcuffs and all that stuff, and I impressed my colleague that wasn't the best idea. You agreed to drive yourself here. I jumped in with you. We drove here. Everything was good. Had a good conversation. Learned a little bit about you along the way. But now it's like, time to...
Game time.
Yeah, it's game time. Yeah, right. You said you're an athlete, a very accomplished, decorated athlete who is very familiar, if that's in terms you understand. It is kind of game time. I like to afford everybody the opportunity to tell their side, okay? I like to afford people that I believe are truly good people. I like to give them an extra opportunity to kind of explain stuff, okay? You got to understand the reason we're here is because an investigation was started on Monday and it hasn't stopped, okay? And it's been very productive. Today is Thursday. Okay, Thursday. So we've been working virtually around the clock since Monday, okay? And that's kind of why, all the people were around your house earlier, all this thing. You saw us, and so with being equipped with that, it's like, I'm going to say you kind of expected us to come at some point. And maybe there was even a part of you that was hoping we'd come, so you'd be able to kind of tell your side and maybe clear things up.
No.
So you mean to tell me you were hoping that I would never show up?
I was not hoping anything. I just, like you said, heard what people said.
Okay.
And then I happened to go outside. I'm like, I've been here for years on years on years. Nobody does that.
Right. Okay, so just your observations you saw and you kind of figured out like something's up. Yeah. So we didn't do a very good job of hiding and all that.
Absolutely not.
And then you figured it out pretty quickly. So I would say that you've already made some statements. I think you're very tuned in to people's body language. I think you're very observant. Clearly, you knew we were there. I think you probably can sum up a situation very quickly. Is that a fair assessment?
I look at things and I try to make the best sense out of it, of the black and white.
Okay. So, given just the gravity of the situation, okay, the fact that we're here at a police station, you have not had handcuffs put on you, okay? I have not told you at any point that you're under arrest, all that stuff, okay? I do want to equip you with your constitutional rights, just so you know, okay? So we're on the same page before we get to talking about criminal activity, not necessarily on your behalf, okay, but on the behalf of others, maybe on your behalf, I don't know, okay? Hear me out.
Now, it's Martesh's turn to get her rights read. If she's as smart as the detective is claiming, she'd ask for a lawyer. Instead, she continues to treat the interrogation room like her own personal playground.
Okay, and as we discussed earlier, you're very well educated. You said USF and Liberty. Talked about maybe walking on it USF track before. Then life happens, and then you had a blessing, and then another blessing, and then another blessing, and then another blessing, okay? But I would hope that sitting here, you probably wouldn't change anything for the world. You probably have, my guess is, just based on my interaction with you probably have very beautiful children who are just little rays of sunshine. No? Is that not the case? Okay.
I would wait.
What?
I would wait.
You would wait. Okay, so the timing wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
But them themselves, there's no regrets there, I would think. And
they keep me sane.
They keep you sane? They probably keep you on your toes, too, I'm sure.
My 3-year-old does.
Okay. So your children, they mean the world to you, right? You would do anything in your power to protect them? Mm-hmm. Okay. Was it kind of upsetting when DCF showed up today?
It was upsetting the fact that they wouldn't tell me why.
Right. They were kind of being evasive and not. And once, like we discussed, you're very inquisitive. You want to know, like you'd rather be confronted with facts and then allow me to, like, work with that.
Yeah.
Okay? So you don't want me dancing around here or whatever. Okay. So, I mean, I'll be straight up. There's a murder that occurred in Alachua County. Okay. We have reason to believe that you and your vehicle were in the area. And we have that reason to believe because that's what people are saying. That's what some of the electronic information is telling us. And I told you before, when we get equipped with that information, there's only like certain types of people that are in the area of a crime scene, right? We got suspects, we got victims, we got witnesses. In this case, it's pretty apparent, okay, who the victim is. He's no longer with us. He is dead. He's gone on to whatever you believe, if there's an afterlife, not whatever. He's no longer breathing. Okay, his life effectively ended Monday evening by no doing of his own. Okay, and what we're trying to do is try to work backwards and determine what occurred, why it occurred. You know, is there more to it than meets the eye? I mean, are people that are coming forward, are they being honest with us? Are they misleading us, trying to put more on your plate than needs to be on your plate? But I'm telling you, information we have places you there. So if you'd like to talk about that, I'd love to hear everything from your.
I would like to see it.
You'd like to see the information that puts you there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I explain to you earlier, like surveillance cameras and all that stuff and license plate recognition? Okay. Okay. So that is some of it, and we can get to a point in this interview where I hope that I can show that to you. But I would like, if at all possible, to get an unprompted version of events of what occurred Monday and your involvement, if any, without having to rely on that. You don't wish to do that?
No.
Okay, so do you understand?
I didn't do anything.
Okay, and I'm not saying you did do anything, okay?
So
I'm saying that your car.
I need to see that.
Okay, so if I show it to you, then all of a sudden you're just going to start talking. Is that how that works? That's the magical formula to get you to. If you didn't do anything, I'm not saying you did.
You did. You said I'm
saying, yeah, well, because people are putting you there.
I don't care what people say. I need to know black and white.
Well, I want you to be able to tell your story. I want you to be able to tell your story. Well, no, I want you to be able to tell, not other people, and let the evidence tell your story. And what I mean when I say that is because you put that human element to it, okay? There's a whole lot of reasons a lot of people do a lot of things, okay? A lot of people, sometimes people are made to do things. Some people are forced to do things. Some people are asked to do that. I mean, all that stuff. Some people are like, who knows, okay? I don't know what's going on. What I can tell you is unequivocally is that your vehicle and someone who looks very close, if not identical to the young lady I'm looking at right now, was there, okay? And you, I'm going to tell you, you are unique in several ways. We've talked about this, right? You got a unique personality. You got a very unique appearance with the, I mean, not everybody's rocking the purple and like you are, okay? You are, by all means, a one of a kind, okay? So if somebody says, this young lady looks this way, whatever, the chances that there's another young lady that looks like you, pretty slim.
Up until this point, Martesha has lived a life on the right side of the law. She graduated from college and kept a stable job as, honestly, a pretty talented nail artist. At the time of this interrogation, she had no arrests on her record and 3 kids to take care of. Which does beg the question, how does a mother of 3 even have time to put up with the nonsense going on in a toxic, on-again, off-again polyamorous relationship?
But what I can tell you is your hesitancy, I don't want to say unwillingness, but your hesitancy to discuss what occurred on that is not a good look for you either. Okay?
I don't care about how I look. I don't care about what people do. I don't care about what people say. I need that.
You need this. You need this. I don't even know what's in here. So, I mean, there's a statement from somebody. There's some evidence we recovered. There's some preservation stuff. I don't know why you gave me this. There's a search warrant we did. There's not really any, there's no pictures in here. We'll get to the show and tell portion of it.
Let's get all of it.
Okay.
I got.
Okay, let's back up. Okay, let's back up.
And I want to talk.
Okay, so before we discussed the amount of work, the workup we put into finding you and all that stuff, okay? And you said, I don't have any friends. And we live in a day and an age where it's pretty easy to see how people are representing themselves. I don't know if you've heard a little thing called Facebook, but there is Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
People place pictures and they say what they're doing and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a quick rundown of that,
Mm-hmm.
you do have friends. Okay?
People that I've added on Facebook.
Okay, but people that you hang out with, people that you're shown in photographs with, people that you appear to be having a good time with, most
Mm-hmm.
people would consider those people friends. Okay?
Or family.
Or family, okay. So friends and
Or
family.
associates.
Okay, or associates.
Co-workers.
All of the above,
All
okay?
of the above.
Okay, so all those people, so you do have friends. I would even wager to say that you are in a close relationship with some people that you care about and that probably care about you. I don't know the fine details of it, but just gleaning over it, I think there's people out there on Facebook that you're shown in pictures with that you care about and they care about you. Is that fair?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Okay, but I'm saying specifically people recently that you're in pictures with,
Couple people.
particularly a male and a female.
Couple people.
Couple people. Okay.
But they're not my concern.
They're not your concern. What is your concern right now?
You said you want to hear my story. I don't have a story.
Right, but I don't want people that whether they're close to you or you think that they're close to you. I don't want you to think that. I don't want us to go off of what they say. Does that make sense?
To the people that people say people? The people say people?
People say, well, I mean, we can start putting names to it because this is going to get confusing when the people say people and talking in code and all stuff about Facebook and all that stuff. Right, but you said earlier that you appreciated specifics, right? Okay, and I can't give you all the specifics right now, but you know who I'm talking about. So give me a little credit.
No.
Okay, so let's just say, I don't know. Let's go back. Let's start with nicknames. Okay. Let's say Big D.
Don't know.
Big D. You don't know who Big D is.
No.
Okay.
Martesha may not be the brightest bulb in the pack, but she's no snitch. The same can't exactly be said for the man she's protecting. When he is asked about the location of his truck, a Titan, he tells officers that it's missing, which, as you're about to see, doesn't go well. Fortunately for him, there's someone else he can throw under the bus.
Is the Titan still missing?
I don't know. I haven't asked about it.
Okay, I was gonna say. I mean, I would.
That's the last thing on my mind.
Okay, but
The first thing was on my mind. Honestly, I was going home last night to look after my mom and my kids, so y'all wouldn't find where y'all found me at. Like, that's the last thing that's on my mind is where that truck is.
Gotcha. Okay, but the last you knew, it was not where you parked it.
It was not in the yard, though.
Right. Okay. Where it should have been where you left it.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Let me see.
So I asked him a question. Can I ask you one?
If you can ask me any questions you want, I'm open book.
You asked me a lot about her.
Right?
Why am I here?
Why are you
Pretty
here?
much.
Because you're involved in a relationship with her, and your Titan is right there. So,
Okay.
so here's the dilemma we're into. Okay, here's your Titan, and you're telling me you don't know where your Titan's at, and you also don't know her whereabouts during that time. So we're trying to figure out, like, why that is. Why, I mean, I guess, simply put, does the possibility exist that Jasmine could have used your truck? Because that's your truck, right?
It look like it, but there's a lot of them that looks like
Okay,
my truck.
okay, but, so, yes, what we're trying to wrap our mind around is, would Jasmine have had the ability to take your truck, a truck that was missing during the time period. She's unaccounted for during the time period. She's beefing with this guy. Witnesses on scene bring her up and identify her. You know, I mean, so that's kind of where you're being interviewed as a result of that. I mean, that's why you're here.
I don't know where the place at, so I can't tell you. I haven't seen me and him have a physical word to word.
Right.
I don't know what they had later or earlier before my time of talking to him. But like I said, this is not my first time talking to him. It's not my. I can't tell you.
So you're saying that that's not your truck and that's surveillance?
I can't tell you that. This picture's not clear enough.
Okay.
I'm just saying I've seen other trucks like my truck.
What if I told you and you said before that there were concerns? You said, I think you mentioned specifically that that people could have found you by your phone, right? So you would know that as investigators we would employ that same kind of thing. So what if I told you that Jasmine's phone was in the area of the homicide? What if I told you that? What would that do to you?
You could do a lot of shit. Like, she could have been going to my house. I mean, she could. I don't know. Like, I don't know where her mind's at, so I can't tell you.
Well, but I mean, I'm saying maybe let's just take it a step further at a very specific time.
It could have. I don't know.
I mean, that's a mess, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of mess that I'm entangled in because I can't answer.
Right, and I'm telling you that vehicle captured on surveillance footage looks very similar, if not identical, to your truck, from what I know of it. And you mean to tell me that the real possibility exists that Jasmine pulled this whole thing off in this time period in which you're out of it, and since then she has not made any disclosures to you whatsoever? Okay, because you understand, if nothing else, there's the possibility exists. So let's just run with it for a minute that Jasmine did this.
Look, from what you're saying, it looks like a dog. No, what is it? Quacks like a duck. Looks like a duck. Quacks like a duck.
Right, probably a duck. Right.
So, from what you're telling me, that's what you see.
Right.
I can't tell you you're wrong.
Right. But what I'm saying is, it would be reasonable for someone who she has spent a majority of her adult life with, that shares children with. Hear me out. That after an incident like that, she would make some sort of disclosure to you, to the effect of, like, even if it was just nothing along those lines.
Put it this way: since this happened, not out of her mouth, by somebody recording her, she found out a bunch of people's shit that she never told me about, that are closer than you and him to me. Like, this stuff running through your brain's close. I just found out, and it happened. So you see what I'm saying? I can't tell you.
So she's not who you thought she was? Is that what you're saying?
Listen, she always who I thought she was.
Okay.
I always had my suspicions. Like, if you have your suspicion, like y'all have your suspicions now, it's going to come out or it's not going to come out.
Right.
So I have my suspicions. And
Doug didn't just throw Jasmine, the mother of his child, in front of the bus. He may as well have superglued her to the bus lane. Because strikingly, despite his claims that he was suspicious of Jasmine and she must be the culprit, Jasmine doesn't do the same to him.
So an incident occurred in Alachua County, or I wouldn't be here, where there was a shooting. Okay? Like I said, I'm a straight shooter, so I want you to be a straight shooter.
Spit it out.
Somebody died during this shooting. You were identified as being there. Okay?
By who?
I'm not going to tell you that yet. Okay? Because like I said, in order for me to believe you, I need you to tell me things, one, that I already know, just so I know that you're not lying to me.
Okay, so there's a guy named Smoke.
Guy named Smoke.
That I was affiliated with.
And what's his real name?
Derek Smith.
Okay. Okay, so I know now that part of it is true. Because I know Smoke. We've talked to Smoke. Okay?
Okay. Him and Doug got into an argument.
Okay.
On the phone.
Right.
This isn't the first argument.
Okay.
They've argued several times.
Okay.
He sent text messages. Smoke has sent text messages.
Okay. Between
The two of them.
okay.
And me and Smoke are fine.
Right.
Like, I've actually been trying to go see him
Okay.
on a good level.
Right.
So why would I hurt him?
Just so we're clear, I don't believe you hurt anyone, but you were there. Okay? Like I said, I've already talked to your sister. I've talked to people that saw what happened. I'm not saying that you did anything to hurt anybody. But see, the problem is that we need to know why you were there, what led y'all to show up there.
I didn't go there.
Okay, Jasmine, come on. Let's start off on a good foot. All right. I got people identifying you, positively identifying you as being there. All right. Like I said, I've talked to Smoke. Smoke is putting you there.
Of course he's gonna put me there because he think I did it. Because they were arguing.
He didn't say that you did it. He just saw you.
He didn't see me because I didn't see him.
Okay.
He's gonna say he saw me.
Who was there then?
I don't know.
Throughout Jasmine's entire interrogation, she doesn't once point the finger at Doug, and neither does Martesha. After all, she's a bit too busy in the interrogation room.
Oh, the time has come for my dreams to be heard. They will not be pushed aside unturned into your own. All 'cause you won't listen. Listen, I am alone at a crossroad.
Okay, just know that I nor any other law enforcement officer can talk to you and ask you questions because you've asked for an attorney. Do you have an attorney you would like present? No, nobody? Just know that Doug is on his way here, and we're going to talk to him, and your car is kind of staying with us too. So, but I want you to know that.
Mom can't pick it up.
Nope, it is being held pursuant to a search warrant. We are going to seize it and conduct a search warrant for evidence of the crime.
To match to the gun we found.
Right. Yeah. So.
Came home where my sister raised a child.
When police confront her with her vehicle being at the scene, she doesn't flinch. She spins.
So explain then, why were you and your vehicle in the immediate area
Show me.
of a homicide? You want to show you on a map?
No, show me. That
Sure.
me and my vehicle was in the proximity.
Okay. What is it going to take besides me just telling you what's it going to take? You want like an eye in the sky, like a satellite image of
Whatever you got.
whatever I got? Okay, well, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm not going to do that right now.
Okay, I have nothing to talk
Okay.
about.
Okay. Can we talk about your relationship?
No.
No?
I said at the house it was private.
Okay. What
Public
is...
information that you want to know about my relationship is on Facebook.
Right.
Anything else? I don't
Okay.
speak to you. My mom doesn't even know.
Okay. I'm going to go grab my laptop and I'm going to... We'll take a trip into social media, and if you want to tell me some people and that may, not be extending you the same courtesy that you're extending them right now, by all means, I'll love to hear what you have to say about it, okay? Hang tight for me.
Yes.
I'll take my sunglasses off. You're exploring the space, huh? Exploring the space. You didn't put that hole in the wall, did you?
No, I made a piece for them.
So this right here, Facebook.com, Martisha Williams of Impress Nails, which I can only deduce is you. Wow. So, I mean, we're talking, Reg is who's Reg? Is that Mom? Was that Mom that we spoke with? Jasmine Webb, Doug Heath Sr., in a relationship. I mean, if I didn't know any better, and you're solid front to back. I don't know what that means, but here we see Doug Heath Sr. and Jasmine Webb pop up again. So who are they to you? Because it seems like, I mean, y'all are pretty close. I mean, in fact, I don't know where that's at, but it looked like old Dougie Fresh got his name on you. So, tell me about Doug. And
I can tell you about me.
Okay, well, tell me this. What does Doug mean to you? And tell me that. Because it looks like from the pictures, he means something.
That's what people say, wrong.
Well, here's Miss Martisha, and here is Doug. Here is Snapchat Doug. As I don't know about with all the filters. So he's somebody to you. Just give me the rundown. Who is Doug? What does Doug mean to you? You ain't got to talk about Doug, but what does he mean to you?
Shit.
He doesn't mean shit to you? Okay. So all this is nothing?
It's whatever you want to take it as.
Tatted so I know it's real. 6 months and counting.
Yeah, that's what it says.
But he don't mean shit to you.
I don't know what I mean. Shit. He said I cussed my mom out.
What's that? He cussed your mom out?
No. I said, you see, I cussed my mom out. I cussed my daddy out.
Okay. Well,
Saying you've cussed your dad and mom out and that no one means crap to you probably isn't the greatest defense, especially when you're posting photos of a man you claim not to care about that look like this, and this, and this. And don't forget the tattoo, complete with a kiss.
you know what one of the worst parts of my job is I watch people, particularly in my experience, well, I don't want to overgeneralize, but females in relationships where their men or whatever are out doing stupid stuff end up dragging them down. And here I am, I'm sitting with you, okay, and I've talked with you for a significant amount of time now, okay? It's fair to say you got a lot of stuff going for you, all right? If the right situation presents itself, I think someone or some job or whatever could truly appreciate you because...
Not now, no.
No, there's no not now, no. I'm just saying, but what I see too frequently is people in your situation, okay, with all this stuff in your court.
Situation.
Hear me out. In your situation where you got a lot of stuff going for you, allowing somebody to drag them down, okay, and feeling as if they owe this person something or they need to protect them or all the other stuff, when I can tell you, when the roles are reversed, more often than not, you find that that person's not doing the same for you. You got kids, okay? You got a life. You got all these things going for you. And you're going to let this drag you down. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's the direction we're headed.
How?
How? I've already explained to you, okay?
No, you didn't tell me how it's going to drag me down.
Right. Your vehicle, you being in a place.
You never showed me that.
Okay? And I don't have to show you that now. You know what? You know when I have to show it to you? if and when you are charged and you go through the process and the discovery, you could see it then, okay?
Charged with what?
If you get, like, we're talking murder. If you got charged with murder or any crime.
I'm not talking about if. I'm gonna be charged with what?
So you have murder and then any crime that went in the furtherance of that, okay? And the statute is crazy thick with what it could be.
So what am I looking at?
What are you looking at?
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide that until you're, well, I mean, I guess you're right. I could go on what everybody else says or will say, all the information, whatever. And I told you, I mean, right now it doesn't paint a very good picture. However, I think it's important that you provide your context, okay? Are you a killer? Tell me, answer that question for me. Are you a killer?
I'll plead my case whenever I'm charged with
Okay,
something.
do you consider yourself a killer?
Yeah, I kill animals. I kill
Okay,
bugs.
would you kill another human being?
Yeah, if I had to.
If you had to, okay? What if you didn't have to? Would you?
Who knows? I could be driving a car and kill somebody.
Okay, on an accident and all the other stuff. But I'm saying, would you willingly take someone's life?
I don't think anybody I associate myself with willingly take someone's life.
Okay. So building on that, I'm telling you right now, people you associate with did take someone's life. If you're telling me it wasn't willingly, then that's some stuff we have to discuss.
I didn't say anything. I said people I associate. How many friends do I have on there?
Okay.
All of them are associated with me.
Okay.
When you're playing the semantic scramble after you've told an officer to their face that you hypothetically would kill someone, you've lost the interrogation. But no one is losing the interrogation quite as hard as Doug, who was confronted with even more damning evidence.
Is there any reason why your cell phone would have been up in that area?
It was in my truck. I have 2 or 3 phones.
Okay, but the one you
Yeah, that's my main number.
is that the one you answered at the house when you started getting the barrage of phone calls?
No,
You were separated from that?
it wasn't there. I got my.
So do you have it now? Because it's the number you gave me. So
That's the number I get. That's my normal phone number. I do
Okay.
not have that phone.
so
The number that I have, it's a new phone.
okay. So
I
if
got
I
tired of people calling me.
so that number doesn't exist. So if I tried to call you on this number, I couldn't get you on this number.
No, it's not here. It's not with me. It's in Ocala.
It's in Ocala. Okay.
Yeah. The best number to call me from right this second I can give you is my brother's number because I don't even know my number. I can give you my mom's cell phone.
What's your brother's number?
No. I got one question.
What?
Y'all finish me? What y'all doing with me?
We got to be finished with you first.
I know, but 9 out of 10, hypothetically 50-50. Y'all taking me back where y'all got me from. I guess about to go get me.
I
That's the
do
question.
not know the answer to that because we're still trying to figure this out. We appreciate
Okay.
you coming down.
I'm just saying, that's why I could give you a number, a better number, if you could tell me that 50-50.
And so now, here's kind of a dilemma. We have a possibly missing truck, a possibly missing phone of Jasmine's, and a possibly missing phone of yours.
I understand everything you're saying.
Right, but I mean, you understand? I mean, as an investigator, I mean, let's just switch roles for a minute, like that.
Like I told you earlier, it looks like a duck. It quacks like a duck. It's a duck.
Right.
What more do you want me to say?
But if
You want me to say, yeah, I know she did it. Yeah, I think she did it. She could have did it. Yeah, it's a possibility.
I'm going to read you an excerpt
What's that?
of a statement that was given to us,
Okay.
and I want you to tell me what it does for you, what makes you think. I was sitting on my front porch. A person in a black truck passed by with black wheels, and because he was the first to come by, that is what got my attention. He drove to the end of the lane and turned around and stopped. Turned around, I heard loud voices, but I did not see anyone. Then I heard loud gunshots, multiple shots, 8 or more. Then he started by toward me, and I stood to take cover for my safety because he was driving fast back up the dirt road. What's missing there?
She.
Yeah.
But I can't be. We got.
I could only see a black man with a beard. But the truck did have a black bed cover. So now, your truck, your phone. Now we're talking your description.
How? I'm light skinned. Black. It's black.
You got a beard.
Jasmine got a beard?
Right. I mean, the he. So now we got to explain who's this male driving your truck. But it's not you.
I don't know.
So make that make sense
I
to
cannot
me.
make it make sense. Like I told you, so I went to sleep. If you want to charge me, charge me. I cannot make it make sense to
And
you.
here's the thing. Like, in talking to you, like, you don't seem like a bad dude. Okay, I mean, when I say bad dude, like, I mean, you may be, like, bad on the streets, but you just don't seem like a terrible person. You know what I'm saying?
on the streets. So.
Right, okay. And I don't know anything about you as far as your reputation stuff. I can appreciate the fact that you got disrespected on a level that was just completely uncalled for. Okay, and I can appreciate that someone would keep pushing your buttons and put you in a bad spot to where you felt like you were backed into a corner and you had to do something.
I was backed
That
into a corner
part-
when he talked about my kids. The other stuff is irrelevant.
But that part makes sense to me. Okay. And full disclosure, okay, you're not the only person we've talked to. Okay.
I know that.
Okay. There may be other people sitting in other interview rooms that I've had the pleasure of meeting and speaking to for a period of, I don't know, 3 hours. Okay. Which also kind of brings us to why we're talking to you. Okay. On the surface, you make the most sense. And hear me out when I say that, because you were the one that was disrespected. Okay. This was thrown in your face. You were forced to relive it over and over and over again as he reached out to you and threatened you.
If someone tells you something, be honest with you up front, how do you relive it? Like I told him, she had already told me this.
But that wasn't good enough.
Why wasn't it?
Because he kept going.
No.
He kept pushing it.
And I left the phone sitting there.
But he kept going and he kept getting a rise out of you. He kept getting a rise out of you. And between you and me and Detective Weitzel, Smoke, I mean, what he did was wrong and was uncalled for. And I'm not going to say he deserved to be shot, but if somebody would have stepped up and handled his business and jacked his jaw or whatever, I could understand that. The issue I got is right now is this man who didn't have a damn thing to do with anything except for he hung out
with Smoke.
Multiple witnesses positively identified Doug at the scene of the crime as the driver and the shooter. Jasmine was also identified, and her sister told police that she confessed to being involved in the crime. However, there is one more nail in the coffin placing the Three Stooges at the scene of the crime, and it comes from the most unexpected source of all: Martesh's children, who were present when the shooting took place.
But I'm going to be very frank with you when I tell you that right now, your story doesn't hold water, okay? It doesn't make sense. So right now, I can say your truck's there. I can say Martisha's car's there. You're telling me you're sleeping. A reasonable person would be like, well, if you're sleeping, even though an eyewitness gives your account or gives a description that's much more similar to you than Martisha or Jasmine, but I'm supposed to believe that now the two of them did this?
Yeah,
I mean, did you not listen to the? I mean, this is a kid who was there.
But they always ask about Big D because Big D's not always around.
But they're there. All the gunshots locked in the trunk. Oh, I said the name.
I know the two kids' names. You guys always that.
I was trying not to. Okay. Am I supposed to believe that a child just came up with that out of the blue?
I didn't say they were lying. You ever heard me say,
Right.
well, that's not true? I just said they asked about Big D all the time. Like,
Right. But, that is eerily similar to witness accounts of 2 vehicles, surveillance footage of 2 vehicles, license plate readers of 2 vehicles back to back. The worst thing that could happen for you is all this stuff, because the phone stuff, you kind of, explain, oh, it could have been in the truck and all the other stuff. But do you really think that's going to hold water with a jury? A jury's going to be like, oh, this guy, he lost his truck, he lost his cell phone, and all the other stuff. And he matches the description provided by a witness. I guess at this point, the only thing I would ask of you is are you ready to go down, or do you want to drag everybody down with you? Because that's kind of what it's, an outside observer, it's like, are you just going to take down the whole ship with you? Is Martisha's kids going to be without a mom? Is Jasmine and your kids going to be without a mom? Because that's basically what you're saying. You're going completely scorched earth. Like, we're all going down with this right now. That's from where you sit. That is exactly the way you're everything. Whereas, not that I'm asking you to own up to something you didn't do, but if you had more involvement than they had, which on the surface appears that might be the case, now's the time to get out ahead of it, not when you're talking about hide my day in court and all the other stuff, because guess what? That means everybody's getting drug in there, everybody's getting charged with the same thing. We're all sitting there for however long, whatever, and all these kids are without mamas because you had an opportunity right here, right now, and you didn't take it. You didn't recognize it for what it was. You didn't get out ahead of it. You didn't show that, oh man, I completely... Some guy got shot that we had no intention of shooting, and here we are. Because this was... All I need from you right now is the fact that you didn't want to kill this guy.
Lawyer.
Okay.
Because that's where it's going.
Fair enough. Okay, that's what everybody wants to say. You're willing to drag 2 mothers down with you,
right,
and your answer is lawyer. That's.
I told you where I was. You don't believe me. I can't make you believe me.
You can't make me believe you because it's not true, and you know it's not true because all the evidence points to that's not the case.
Yes, sir.
Sit right there. You're not going anywhere.
Yes, sir. I know.
I thought you were more of a man than that.
I gave you everything as a man, sir. You asked me to tell you something I can't tell you. I'm sorry to tell about that.
Well, when your day comes in court, I hope you tell Mr. Blocker's kids the same thing.
Tyroon's 4 children were absolutely devastated by the loss of their father, and yet none of the 3 criminals involved in his death seemed to have the ability to show any remorse for their actions. Especially not Martisha.
I believe, Martisha, I believe I was wrong about you. I believe my initial impressions of you, I was wrong.
I told you there's 5 of me.
Okay, well, all 5 of you, if I've interacted with all 5 of you,
You haven't.
I was wrong about all of them.
I'm sorry.
Because I tried to convince myself that you were a person who maybe was not as involved in this incident as maybe some of my colleagues have led me to believe, and who I felt was willing to take a chance on.
You can believe a lie, you can believe the truth.
Okay, well.
Or you can believe the facts. And I haven't received any facts, so I'm sorry.
I'm gonna, you know what? I will give you facts. I'm going to give you facts. So, and dear Mama, where are you? Please come back. We miss you. Are you hurt? Has your phone died? What about Big D and Miss Jasmine? Where are they? Are they hurt? By the way, we were with Nanny, or Nani, I don't know. We have clothes and stuff, but you will be right here. Part 2. Mama is okay, thank God, but I still want to talk to her. Still nothing from Big D or Miss Jasmine, but I hope they're okay. Even though Mama got a new phone, I can ask Nani if I can get it. I miss you a lot, Mama. I remember when you tried to protect us from all the gunshots. Locked in the trunk, and after that day, you guys were gone. Please come back. We need you, all of us. I remember you said for us to stay strong, and I don't think I can any longer. We need you, part 3, we need you from the top of my head to the bottom of my heart. Why did this have to happen? I was not ready for you to leave. I'm too young to lose you. Please, please come back. We all know it was wrong for y'all to bring us. If anything happens, we are praying. But all we ask for is you to come back. Just please come back. That's all we ask. I don't have to show you anything anymore.
You ain't gotta show me
I don't have to show you anything anymore.
My name's Martisha.
The letter you have just heard was written by one of Martesha's daughters. During the shooting, the children were put inside the trunk of the car while Martesha, Doug, and Jasmine got out to commit their heinous crime. Not only is their mother a murderer, but they were subjected to a traumatic situation, all because Doug, evidently, only believes polyamory when he's the one initiating it.
Just got word. It's like I don't have to talk to you anymore. We made the arrest we needed to make. So you just hang out and we'll go from there. What's up?
I don't hang out.
Well, guess what? You're not. You are hanging out now. You are not free to leave. You are being detained.
What am I being charged with?
Right now, it is as it sits, unless anything changes. You are looking at murder, accessory after the fact, child endangerment, which will fall under the statute.
I'm not talking anymore because you are.
Well, you didn't do anything to help your case when you were talking, so I don't know why.
You told me I didn't have a case. You told me I wasn't being convicted of anything. You just wanted to talk about me.
I told you that I had a belief. I had a belief that you did. I had a belief.
Representation, because you're using wordplay.
I told you I had a belief that I wanted you. You're not listening. Martisha, you're not listening.
You were not listening.
Okay. I told you that I had a belief that you were hopefully a witness to this. The way you have represented yourself and the way you have wasted your time and the way you've wasted mine leads me to believe that you have additional involvement in this incident. Okay? And when everybody else talks, which trust me, they will, and they tell us, and you had this opportunity, you're going to regret sitting here because guess what? Your kids that wrote that letter, you're not going to see them again. I hate to tell you, except behind, like, bars. That's how they're going to see you for the rest of your life and the rest of theirs. Because I thought you were somebody who maybe made a mistake, got tangled up with the wrong people, maybe got taken along for the ride. I could not have been more wrong because you had an opportunity to sit here and tell me that, and you didn't. And I wasted my time, and I rolled the dice on you, and I was wrong. So that's that. I don't have to show you anything else. I don't have to show you all the things where you hit on the license plate readers. I don't have to show you the surveillance footage that shows you in your car behind his truck. I don't have to show you any of that. You can see that when your representation gets it in discovery. So that's that. You're looking at murder. That's it. I mean, don't know what else to say. There's really no wiggle room there.
Despite Martesha's casual demeanor, 3 hours of sitting with the reality of what awaits her seems to finally hit her. That, or her attention meter has run dry and she's in desperate need.
Ma'am? Well, I see that you're breathing and you're probably okay, but I want to make sure you're okay. Can you sit up and talk to me, please? Or roll over if you like. You don't have to sit all the way up. What you doing on the ground, babe? Huh? I can't hear you, hon. Say that again. Your legs are weak? Well, how about you sit in the chair and you can rest on the table like you were. Okay?
I'm trying to find a blanket, but there's nothing around here. Or just lay on the floor.
You want to stay down on the ground?
What's your name? Are you? What is actually wrong with you? You're freezing?
Your legs are weak.
Why? Because you're
What do
cold?
they feel like?
Have you been standing up?
Yeah, I saw you're standing in the corner. Gabriel, why don't you stand up and then sit in the chair, okay? And then just lean back on the table like you were earlier, okay?
I don't have a blanket around here nowhere. That's the problem with being where you're at. If you have one that you know of, or a jacket or something in your vehicle, I can go get it for you. You don't have nothing out there? Do you want me to go look?
Oh. I'll let her come get the keys from you in a second, okay?
Boom! How about that? There you go. Hey, what are you crying for? Because you're freezing? Huh? Okay, well. Cover it up the opposite way to probably give you more warmth. Is that better?
Both Martesha and Doug were given life sentences for the first-degree murder of Tyrone Blocker. Jasmine, despite being the person who was actually dating their intended target, took a plea deal for a lesser charge of manslaughter, receiving just 12 years. Thank you for watching today's video. Whether you're new here or have been with us for a while, check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.